your girl Natural Nini. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be telling you guys how to prepare for college. So if you are currently a high school senior, you are the class of 2022 and you're deciding or you're thinking about going to college in the fall of 2022, or if you're wanting to start in the spring of 2022, then this is the video for you. So I'm going to be telling you guys the main important things that you need to prepare for before you get to college. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started with this video. One, decide what college or university you want to attend. So there are a whole lot of colleges and universities in America that you can choose from. You can choose a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution. Like for example, University of Memphis is a PWI. Or you can choose any HBCU, which stands for Historically Black Colleges and Universities. Now, if you're African American, I would recommend going to an HBCU only because you would get the better experience of college. But of course, if you don't want to, you don't have to. There are plenty of good PWIs you can go to. But if you are African American, I do recommend going to an HBCU. Number 2, get a good ACT or SAT score. Now, I've taken both the SAT and the ACT. I took the SAT. I swear that is so hard to even pronounce. I took the SAT twice, and honestly, I did not get a good score on neither one of them. But honestly, you have to buckle down and study like crazy, because to be honest with you, the ACT and the SAT are both hard. But if you get a good score on either one of those, you can get a full ride scholarship to any college or university in America. And if you don't know what a full ride is basically where the college or university pays for your full tuition. You don't have to pay one red dime. They pay for everything. So if you study like crazy and you buckle down and you do like some practice problems and some practice tests for the ACT or the SAT and you get a good score, you can get a full ride scholarship to any college or university. Number 3, have a major and minor in mind. So if you don't know, a major is pretty much a career choice that you choose when you go to college. Now, you do not have to stick with that career choice if you don't want to. Like, let's say, for example, if you go to college on an accounting major, you do not have to stick with accounting for your whole college career. You can change it, but you want to make sure that you change it before your junior year of college, because I've had a lot of people tell me that you cannot switch up your major your junior year, because your junior year is when you start taking your major courses. And what a minor is pretty much something to back up that major. Like for example, if your major is business, your minor might be like political science or something like that. So you want to have some kind of major in mind. You don't have to stick with that major, but you want to make sure you have a good solid major before your junior year of college. Number 4, think about activities you want to participate in. So there are a lot of activities in college you can participate in on campus and off campus. So let's say, for instance, in high school, you play like a really, really good sport. Like you play basketball well, you play football well, volleyball, you were a good cheerleader. You could potentially go off to your dream college or university on some kind of scholarship, like on a basketball scholarship or a football scholarship. But the thing is, you would have to keep up your grades and your GPA, not only to keep that scholarship, but to stay on that sports team. So there are a lot of activities you can choose from. If you're a boy, you can join a fraternity. If you're a girl, you can join a sorority. And outside of fraternities and sororities, there are a whole lot of other activities that you can get involved in and participate in, because that is one good way to get your name around the college and even around like the suburban areas of that college. So if you find activities that you want to participate in that you actually like, I encourage you to do so, because that will actually broaden a little bit of your personality and also help you meet and connect with other people. Number 5, decide to stay on campus or at home. So you can decide if you want to stay on campus or if you want to stay at home. Now, for me, I'm taking me as an example. So I'm from Memphis. I live in Memphis, and the college I go to is in Memphis. And I did decide to stay on campus only to get the best college experience. But let's say, for example, if you live in Florida and you got a full ride scholarship to, let's say, Clark Atlanta University, clearly you really cannot stay at home if you got like a full ride scholarship to Clark Atlanta. So you would have to pick up and move and stay on campus. But let's say if you live in Tallahassee, Florida, and you decide to go to FAMU, you can decide whether you want to stay on campus or not, because if you live in Tallahassee, FAMU is in Tallahassee, so you don't have to stay on campus if you want to. But if you live in the same city where that college is, you do have that choice. But if you're an out-of-state student, you really would not have that choice. So it kind of depends on like what college and university you want to attend. So that is something you want to take into consideration. Number 6, register for your classes. Registering for classes is very, very important because college classes get filled up quick. So you want to make sure you register for your classes because your freshman and sophomore year of college, those are like your general kind of courses like English, math, some kind of like history and science. Those are like your general courses. And then your junior and senior year of college, those are focusing more towards like your major. So you want to make sure you register for your classes so you can be on the right educational path. Number 7, make sure to attend your NSO. So your NSO is basically new student orientation. Every college and university has this for like transfer students or first-time college students or freshmen. It's very, very important to attend new student orientation because at NSO, any college university, they basically give you like all of the things, steps, and tools that you need and to succeed in college. And they also tell you about like the different programs and stuff and everything that they have going on at that college. So I do recommend that you do attend your NSO because that's where you can get a lot of valuable information about that college or university. Number 8, develop a routine/schedule. If you develop a routine or a schedule in college, I promise you, you will be 100% better because college is stressful. Like, this is only my first semester. It'll be over with in like 2.5 weeks. And I'm stressed out. Okay, I'm stressed out. It's only been like what, 3 months, and I'm already stressed out. So if you come up with a routine, a day-to-day schedule, you will be organized and set for college, because there's a lot of stuff going on, like not even with your classes, but like if you're involved in activities, you have stuff to do with that as well. Make sure you develop some kind of routine or schedule to keep you organized. Number 9, keep your old friends. So honestly, I'm only saying keep your old friends because college students can be a little bit intimidating, especially for freshmen. And if you're not a social butterfly like me, like if you're very antisocial and you don't really make friends that well, I would recommend like keeping your old friends that you had or that you've known since like middle school, high school, or even in your childhood. Like if you've known them for a long time, I would recommend like staying in contact with them, because I'm not saying it's hard to make friends in college. Like if you're not a social butterfly, I would recommend keeping your old friends, because college students can be a little bit intimidating. And last but not least, number 10, act like an adult. I'm saying act like an adult because people in college are pretty much, well, I'm not gonna say like people, but like most of the grown-ups and the staff and your professors, obviously all of them are grown. So they will treat you like an adult. You're out here in the real world. So you kind of have to be mature. You have to be responsible. You have to be independent. So I'm saying act like an adult because you don't want people thinking that you're irresponsible or you're not, mature. So you have to have some kind of knowledge of what's going on about the surroundings and stuff that's happening around you. So if you're not mature or responsible or independent, I recommend that you work on those skills before you get to college, because in college and outside of college, they will treat you like an adult. So those were all of my tips on how to prepare for college. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that it was helpful to the upcoming college students. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share my channel, and help me reach my goal of 1,450 subscribers. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.